the heart, the beat that keeps me alive, the lush oasis of joy and poise. This is Heart for Art. You are now tuned in to Radio Flyness. The joy that comes to you from the AMs to the PMs. We appreciate you for flying with us on EBIS 2.
Into the show. What a beautiful show. And every time he steps into the building, I know he has something spectacular for me, because Waka Jobe doesn't just show up for no reason. He always has to have a hardcore reason. And right about now, for those that don't know him, he is a size killer, otherwise a C-suite.
Yeah. I've been around the block twice and walked the whole nine. Had a backbone before they ever thought to grow a spine. Hope my little brother fine, cause mankind turned to swine. And in time we grew apart, well I guess I saw the signs. So I'm back living lonely, only family's my homies and they miles away. But they love me then they pass away. I've been loyal to my people, put your cash away, your money's no good here, this family business. We like-minded, share similar interests, still loyal to the game, children of the resistance. We work overtime, put in the hours and did the dirt. Y'all can't measure my worth this that way beneath the earth. For what it's worth, I'm dedicated to the cause, and I broke enough laws, now we open corporate doors. Spreading love to you and yours, this is spiritually endorsed. It's godly, extraordinary, nobody. Everybody wanna be somebody, but I'm hardly. Call me an infamous nobody. But everybody kinda needs somebody, and it just can't be anybody, right? Everybody wanna be somebody, but I'm hardly. Call me an infamous nobody. But everybody kinda needs somebody, and it just can't be anybody.
Yes, because you still need to protect your peace.
Exactly. I need to protect my interest. It's just that I don't think.
Yeah. Misunderstood, but let's get one thing understood. I'm Cap City, Timberleaf, they never rap no other hood. That's why I'm welcome in your city. I was part of the
You will now take a flight with Supaphly.
Case study, and we pouring out some bubbly for hubby. Keep it standing. I live life in a week, Solomon Grundy, and I've been killing these verses, Ted Bundy. Sometimes I feel like the world is just one country, same problems, different leaders if you ask me. So much to say, this instrumental isn't long enough, but this the short version, we've been here long enough. Hand to God, helping hand to those who had it rough. I know hand to mouth, and I can't live without this bitter feeling of regret and doubt. Got me boxing, tough as an oxen. All these rappers for sale, put them on auction. Drink till I can't function, poisonous concoction. This is too real for TV and too loud for radio. The revolution in your stereo. From black race down to Timbuktu. One into the two. This is how a brother grew. Love to you and yours. This is spiritually endorsed. It's godly. Just an infamous nobody, man. Everybody wanna be somebody, but I'm hardly. Call me an infamous nobody. But everybody kinda needs somebody, and it just can't be anybody, right? Everybody wanna be somebody, but I'm hardly. Call me an infamous nobody. But everybody kinda needs somebody, and it just can't be anybody.
Yeah, what else can I say after that except Longageva wasn't listening. Agamamilana.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to EBIS 2, Heart of the Arts. My name is Killa. We back.
I just got my 2026 gift, man, because Christmas is over.
Yeah,
and
man.
What a beautiful, amazing tribute. I feel like this is a tribute.
Merry Christmas, fam. Merry Christmas,
wow,
Merry Christmas, man.
Wow. Size, Jobe, as always, is a great pleasure to always welcome you to the show. And you are one of those that always represent the art form for me in all its vastness, in all its magnificence, and of course in just celebrating it. And when we started the year on Heart for Art, you know, I've heard you talk about your creativity, I mean your art form, and people do not understand that throughout the year you've also accumulated more and more to add into the hats that you wear.
Definitely.
So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, on another fine edition of the Heart for Art, the final edition of the year 2025. But when we started beginning of the year, I really wasn't expecting to unearth so much talent in the beautiful kingdom of Eswatini. But the arts have really opened up my eyes, and they have really taken me to places that I never thought were possible. Welcome to the studio, Mr. Size Killa. I am Sitembile Supaphly Blane, the joy that comes from the AM to the PM, and of course our Heart for Art every Tuesdays between 4 and 5. But you catch a repeat every Sundays between midnight and 1 o'clock. Size, you are not alone in studio.
Yes, always strong. So I'm with my brothers today. I'm with one of my brothers by the name Sphiwo, who is a digital content creator. And then I have my partner in crime here, Extasy, also founder of Timbuktu Library. So yes.
I mean, I'm gonna go to Ngiyati bathi qalwa ngebasekhaya or qalwa ngebehamba. What's the right?
I'd say we give Sphiwo the courtesy since he is our guest today. But I'd say before we even start, I'd like to say we are so honored that you have us on your last edition of this year. You know how they say, save the best for last. So shout out to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the
shout
way
out to the team. Thank you. We appreciate that.
All the way from Soshanguve, Soshanguve block LKK.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself, Mr. Digital Content Creator.
I'm a content creator, and I've been doing this stuff for like quite some time. But manje, it's time to, like, I'm venturing into some new things. I'm trying some new music. 2026 is just gonna be like all crazy. Yes.
And how did the journey start before we get to, where you are right now?
It started all in 2021. I was there in high school, probably grade 10, I think. And we started doing videos, taking content, and God made a way for us. And then manje, it feels like we're working on something. So the journey's been good. No lies.
And you are in Swaziland right now. How are you finding, is it your first time, or you always come through? You've got family this side?
I got family this time last year.
That's the accent I wanted to hear. When you speak English, you sound like me. That's the accent I wanted to hear. Just to confirm, Vele, you're from Soshanguve. And tell us about Soshanguve in general, the kind of upbringing there. And basically, I'm not sure whether it's a township, Logishi, but if there's one thing that I know, there are certain skills or art talents that people in certain environments or locations do not understand. Tell us more about the kind of place that you grew up in.
So where I grew up in is like Soshanguve block LKK. Shout out at home if you're listening. Type shit. So Ilogishel Raiti, they do access Makaya, so they up with time, so they do understand. There's a lot of talent actually. A lot of people who've never been there, they consider it as like dangerous because but like
because of reputation.
But like, to be honest, I wouldn't say. I mean, I feel like every place in its own violence and stuff, but like regardless, it's a proper like township with great people out there. So
going to school, when did you realize that you have a creative side to you?
To be honest, before venturing into the creative space, content creation, I was doing music. So I've been like having the creativity in me, I would like to believe. But
And I don't want to assume size, but obviously, if he's rolling with you, he must be a hip hop head.
Yeah,
For sure.
So your music career is your music choice or preference is hip hop.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hip hop inspired by X actually, because there was a point where we were staying together, and he's been an artist since I knew him. So that's when my love for hip hop started actually. So shout out to you, Extasy.
And working on the music, did you work on something that was put out there, or you felt like, it's not for me at this point, I want to move to something else?
I did work on something, but then at that time I had like a SoundCloud account, so I think I have 4 or 5 tracks, but then my problem was it wasn't the art, it was like learning Killa, it was very hard to get like studio time. So I was like, okay, this won't work because I won't have the same consistency I want to have and all. So I chose what I could use with what I had at that time, which is YouTube. And yeah.
And according to you as a creative, what is a digital content creator?
I feel like digital content creator is like a person who's able to create art in many ways on different platforms with different kind of messages, if that makes sense. That's my take on it.
What's your content creation?
My content
What's
creation.
your focus? Yeah.
It's about like clothes fashion. I would say we do skits, we do interviews, like public or artist interviews, and some riddles just to taste the good on the cornea sevens, just to make sure. But yeah, it's all about fun and teasing other people, just creating a whole enjoyable vibe around us. Yeah.
And would you consider digital content creation as an art form? And if you do consider it, what are the things that you would say really make it to be an art?
I would say I would say yes. You can take it as part of art, because there are certain content creators who use their creation that they create to create a whole movement or like message. There are people who like heal from certain people when they watch them, I guess. And yeah, for that, I would personally think it should be considered as art.
And would you say it is more than just a posting? Would you say it's more about storytelling? When you are a digital content creator, you have to tell your story. Just like he said, he tells stories around fashion, stories around music.
I think for even maybe, sorry to cut you off, but I think this is even the basis of our relationship even right now, is that we feel he can assist us visually. He can assist us, and it's not just about taking a picture or taking a video, but it's about someone who knows how to tell a story.
Yeah.
And we are artists. We don't want to do the literary work. We want stuff that can really have an artistic feel about it. So this is why Sphiwo is coming to the fold.
Sphiwo, you are still here. We're going to be talking with you so much more, but more so as well, Size Killa. One of the things that we talked about earlier on in the year was the fact that artists, especially in the Kingdom of Eswatini, should really familiarize themselves and understand the digital space.
Yeah.
From when we talked up until today, do you think they are getting there? When you look at the content creation from Maswati in those digital spaces, let's be honest.
Can I just be honest?
We always
if
honest
there's one
on the
industry that's doing very well in the country, it's the comedy industry. I feel like our comedians are doing so well, and we've got some really funny guys here. You know, shout out to Christian Dude. I saw this guy on Facebook, Christian Dude. Shout out to Mdura. Shout out to Spoongwenya, I think, but those guys are actually funny. So and they're making nice content. So I think it's okay, man. We at least now we understand. We are cognizant of
Would
the
you
fact.
have expected comedians to headline content creation in Eswatini? I really did not see it coming.
I don't want to sound like now I'm saying it because maybe that's what they're doing, but I've always thought comedians in this country have great potential. So much that they can be that bridge the gap kind of industry.
Yeah.
You understand? Because with comedy, I mean, we all want to laugh. That's just comedy. We can all relate to comedy. So I feel like, shout out to the comedians in the country. They're doing well in terms of just content, but like also their digital creation is really went up a notch. So
And what about you guys as Emma artists? Are your work is the work that you put out there rather representative of how far we've come in the digital space?
Yeah, I'd like to think so. In terms of, I'd say that I'm not even just going to speak for my own music.
Not for
I'll just speak in general. I think, it's
As
definitely there where we have music in this country that can compete on an international stage. So I think
even when you look at the
great.
visuals, oh my goodness, the crowd.
My brother looks like he's dying to chime in here. So
please welcome Mr. X in the studio. Welcome to Heart for Art. And we've been together in this journey since the start of the year. You want to add on something? We've been talking.
Yeah, firstly, I have to do Jungle Swati and say hi to everyone out there listening. But yeah, I think there's a lot that one would have to chime in when it comes to the digital content creation space. But I kind of like it where it is right now. I think everything comes with a lot of improvement as you go along. So I wouldn't expect us now to come from 0 to 100, but definitely the comedians. I think we're a country that likes humor, in a way. We grew up on things that
make us laugh.
Light-hearted things, and so I think comedians I think are the perfect people to head the digital content creation space. And over time, I think us as artists will catch up. I think we'll catch up.
And it's not by coincidence, ladies and gentlemen, that we have Exa on a Heart for Art today, because he's ending the year in a very grand way. Do you want to tell them about it? You are here to tell them about it. I mean, we are putting people into formation. Like Beyonce said, we are putting them into formation. Tell us about the
doing metaphors. She's becoming to right rhymes.
You can see even the swag today.
She knows locked in. Yeah, it's hip hop.
We're locked in.
I had to represent.
I love it. I mean, formation is about community builders that recognize their own community and what their community needs, and then gathering the people around them that are capable of actually getting good projects and big projects started. And I think we're at the point where we have to take it upon ourselves to be the change that we want to see and make the change that we want to see. So I think it's also a task on myself, I think, as a young man, to say, what can you add to your community that can actually help not only yourself and your immediate people, but the community in its holistic sense. So and then formation is born out of also soccer metaphors, football metaphors, and using that because it's all about team sports, right? If you're gonna build something great anyway, you kind of need to come together with people from different ages, from different whether youth, different skills, so it kind of destroys the mental borders that sometimes we have, and I think football does that. Like, it brings us all together. And so I was using that essence of it to say, okay, let me create something. And when you listen to the whole project, I've got a lot of people, a lot of voices in it, including the late Soldier Within, including my brother here, and Just Dave. So I think like I was helped into making formation. So that's what I love. It's different from anything I've ever done because so many voices in that.
How long did it come together?
It took us like 2 months.
Oh yeah.
The decision to actually, because we were supposed to drop the album this year, but we recognized that we needed more production hours to make the album sound the way we wanted to sound. So I decided, okay, just to make sure that whoever is following my music is not left without any project to hold on to, then formation is and we are in the midst of forming our own conglomerate, coming with different people. So it just, it's symbolic in a sense.
In a sense.
Yeah.
Back to you. I think we're gonna come back to you a bit right after this.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you, when we started the show, you started it with a very, very beautiful, I mean, this should be the crossover song, guys.
Yeah, the song is titled "Infamous Nobody."
Tell me about that.
Well,
Tell me about the song.
the song is about. I think I was just at a point in my career where I felt like I am a pivotal figure in Eswatini hip hop, in that industry, and I don't even say that in a braggadocious way. I say that because I know I've put so much into this industry. So, but and for people like me, it's never been about the recognition. It's just always been about development. I want to see the culture grow, and because the culture has grown, I don't mind being an infamous nobody. You know, and I think this is the same thing me and you share. You've put so many people on. The first time I came to radio, it was because of you. That was my first interview. So, you know, to sit here now,
years later,
you know, 10 plus years later, and this is what we're doing. So I feel like you're also a person that we can consider an infamous nobody, somebody who we need, but we think we don't need, you know. And that's just who you are to me, and that's who I think I am to the game.
Wow.
Yeah,
it was good to hear myself on the other side. You know. It was,
and you sound
really
great.
Beautiful. It was really. I hate how I sound, by the way. Let's go back to your digital creation. Your official name. How do people find you? And what? Because we did talk about storytelling as part of it. Do you also resonate with that, or for you it's just about posting likes? Because I saw on TikTok you have over 17 million. And then on the others, Instagram, I think it was 400 and something thousand.
Yeah, you see, you talk about the engagement.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to be honest, it started by just posting. I was just posting.
Anything.
Just doing anything for content, posting for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
And then obviously now I started to build the fan base and supporters and stuff. So that's when I switched to make it into something meaningful, you know, and then change content, and then but then people can get me on TikTok as Team Underrated, and then YouTube is just Underrated, and then Instagram, the Underrated Official.
The Underrated Official.
Yes.
And are you getting something back from content creation?
Yeah, our YouTube is monetized, by the way. I shouldn't be saying that, but our YouTube is monetized, by the way.
Yes, it's very important.
Yeah.
Very important.
And a little coins coming from there, and then TikTok with the campaigns. We on, because this year, it's okay. I'm not here to brag. So,
No, you allowed. I mean, we just like 2 days, we just like literally a day before the year end. Celebrate yourself, brag on yourself, be the GOAT, man.
So this year, we were working with Ghana, and we were one of the first few people to introduce the new sunscreen, Super AV, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and work with a couple of brands, and coins, few here and there, and then
like you need a horn. Boom, boom, boom,
I do.
boom, boom.
It's just that I become so engaged. You know, I sometimes forget. Otherwise, I do. I mean, kudos to you, man. Kudos to you, to somebody young, because you're still young yourself. But I believe that through your experience, you have some kind of tips or advice to anybody who's looking into getting into the digital creation space. And man, you could be young, you could be old. What is the number one rule or advice?
Consistency. Consistency, being always prepared, knowing your thing. Like, you should always be organized. And I feel like that is really that, because proper quality content.
Proper quality content. Thank you.
Don't.
Size, I think it's time to get back to the music, and you are our song selector today.
Yes, today I want to play a song by an artist from South Africa called Naked Eye. So Naked Eye is an artist that I'm working with currently, someone that, like I told you before when I was here the last time, someone I look up to a lot. Just a pioneer of hip-hop in Vaal in South Africa. So he did his project with Vince Black, titled The Black Eye Project, and they tasked me to mix and master that project. So yes, this is a single that is on the project featuring an artist that is signed to Timbuktu Library. Her name is Just David, real name Ngobile Mamba. Yes, so shout out to Just David. She couldn't make it today, but yeah, she's on the song. She actually replaced a very big artist from South Africa. Apparently Naked Eye, and that artist I won't mention fell out, and she came through and she really filled, and she wrote her own bridge and everything. So shout out to Just David, shout out to Timbuktu, Black Race Records, baby. So yeah, God Science by Naked Eye right now.
That keeps me alive. The lush oasis of joy and poise. This is Heart for All.
This is God's science, and we're trying to apply it on a daily in whatever we do.
In whatever we do.
Taking leaps and strides while it looks like we're flying. Whenever we move.
Whenever we
We've
move.
been floating high.
Floating high. Open wide.
Like we've got nothing to
And we got nothing
lose.
to
This is Boom Talk. Take a moonwalk if you're not with it. Head too big for that cab, boy. You're not fitted. Bomb and shit. Such as this, you can't critic. Artistic. Bars lifting and authentic. Hard hitting. All-star touch with a raw finish. 94 hardcore fetish. 100 kgs on a scale. I'm not fat-ish, I'm fat. It's not fiction, it's a fact. Voice agrees with the diction, so it's a rap. I hit him with the rhythm and kill him when I attack. Displaying lyricism, I kick it without a match. I'm spitting, but I'm actually giving you who I am. In recorded portions, and I may sell them often. Steady your old orphan, reporting from where I stand. I'm openly inviting y'all, fall in love with the plan. It's important that you recognize the powerhouse that you are, man.
Tell them it's the BEST. Rated but subtle is in between. Can capture with the ABCs. Our camera picture is legendary. Tell them it's the BEST. Rated but subtle is in between. Can capture with the ABCs. Our camera picture is legendary.
Yo, this is Black Eye, rap code Jedi. Black smoke that chokes and leave them all red eye. Pen strokes, mad dope, ever since yeah high. We patch jokes, you catch coke. We're making headlines, it's a snooze fest. When dudes get on and they lose it, forcing me to hit the pillow like it is bedtime. We stupid, cleverly introducing Vince Black and Naked Eye. Now put the two together and you get Black Eye or Naked Vince. Forget the letter, the first will get you convinced now. More than ever, we ready cause we are pissed. Bruised visions, systems giving us twist. Trying to deter us from dishing you this. We reach the turning point like MJ, this is it. Same legendary status, but with a twist. Get with this and experience a paradigm shift. Yo, this is God's Science. Taking leaps and strides.
This is God's science, and we're trying to apply it on a daily in whatever we do.
in whatever we do.
Taking leaps and strides while it looks like we're flying. Whenever we move.
Whenever we
We've been
move.
floating high.
Floating high. Open wide.
Like we got nothing to
Got nothing
lose.
to do.
From the beat to the land of the free. Dotting your eyes and crossing your T's. I'm legendary with the ABCs. Microphone check. 1, 2. This is I. From the beat to the land of the free. Dotting your eyes and crossing your T's. I'm legendary with the ABCs. Microphone check. 1, 2. This is I.
This is God's Science, and we try to apply it on a daily whatever we do.
And whatever we do.
Taking leaps and strides while it looks like we fly. Whenever we move,
Whenever we move.
floating high,
Floating high. Open wide.
You are now rocking with Supaphly on the radio.
field on a sunny day, sitting on the bleachers, getting all the gossip, looking at those couples. We know what's up. It used to be so easy, grab a couple friends and laugh so freely. Looking back, it wasn't so bad. Even broken hearts healed fast. I wonder where they are now. Friends and foes and even the class clown. Everybody raise your glass. Cheers, graduating. We grow so fast. Watching cartoons with the kids next door. Now we all grown, we're dancing. We're living, we know. We grow so fast. 3-6 with the kids next door. Now we all grown, doing life things. That's living, we know. Where did the time go? Get a little puzzle. Friends come and go. Just get on with the hustle and just pay your dues. You win some, you lose. Go have some fun. Take a trip, blow some smoke. Take a trip. I know you want it more for yourself, but baby, get up, dust off the shelf. Life's not over, time's still ticking. As long as you're breathing, you're still winning. So fast, don't wait. So fast, slowly. We dare to dream, paper planes and money trees ain't what it seems. All the sparkly, shiny things, the riches in the moment. It matters who you hold, and it's not just what you own, and it's also what you own. And you gotta stand for something, if nothing, stand for love. Money can't change you and betray you, baby, cause desire's only good if you go for what you want. The review's only useful when it's small, that's enough. Remember good things, I hold the mic and bare my soul, and talent shows the loose strings. I tie him up again and again and again. I lose things, my phone, time, patience, and people. Yes, it's bittersweet. Memories are bittersweet. Memories are bittersweet. Where did you go? Where did you go? Don't wanna lose touch. Anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody know? Love.
I remember when you lied to me. I would wonder what my life would be. But mama told me do you, cause it pays to be me. The pain is deep, it's plain to see. I saw destiny and wondered what her name would be. Fell in love, but she tried to run game on me. Love and hatred, a relationship that came to be. Heart full of it, but somehow it just ain't for me. I went away and thought you'd wait for me, thinking you reserved that space for me. But there's no space for G. Don't you think about replacing me? All is real, ain't no fake with me. I taught these rappers how to fit into their manly shoes. They say we came up and it can be good. But I'm chilling like a champion should. 10 for 10, been on the field since a teenager. I've been dreaming of green acres and long paper. Better days like Pop, Cali sunshine. Hey, niggas no better than to touch minds. Yeah. Ready to blow like landmines. War cries and gang signs of freedom that we can't find. Tell him I'm escaping, mental emancipation. If you don't feel me, change your station. We've been known to keep them waiting, but it's worth it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Heart for Art on EBIS 2. My name is Killa, and what you just heard right now was Playground Blues by Just David featuring myself. Before that was God Science by Naked Eye Masilo, produced by Vince Black. Shout out to Yayana, also producer on our label, who produced Playground Blues.
Wow, I'm just still stuck on what you told me off air about this amazing voice that I'm hearing, man. Tell me about her just a little. I know we'll have her 2026. I think she's definitely going to blow.
She's definitely due to come here, but I think Just David is someone I acquired in the label through Timbuktu Library. She wasn't originally signed to Timbuktu Library. Timbuktu Library, which is Extasy's company.
Okay.
So in the whole partnership, which we started earlier this year, is when they brought her into the studio to work with me, and I think we just had like a really great chemistry. Yeah, everything just went perfectly, like, and then it was just a matter of just, you know, making a song together. Really, that's just what it was.
And master signs.
Yeah, I think I really
Yeah.
think everything just aligned, you know. Yeah, but I think she's an amazing artist, very talented. She went to Waterford, so she's born and bred here. You know what I mean?
It's amazing, man, because when you told me about her, the first thing that I said was, this is the sound that the world is crazy about these days.
Yeah.
This is the sound. And
She's very sophisticated. I
Wow.
like her sound, and I think, in fact, I'm just very excited to see where we can go. You know, like I've met so many people, I've worked with so many people. Sometimes I can already say, this is the limitation here, you know.
Yeah.
But with Just, I can't really see it. I'm just seeing this huge, just, you know, sky's the limit kind of a thing where it's like we can take it anywhere. But I think maybe X can add
get
on because
deeper.
he is the artist. I mean the exec that signed her initially. But yeah.
Mr. Talent Discover.
I mean, just I can't take all the credit. I don't want to take all the credit. I think with Just, it was also, I acquired her through a partnership with Arcade, who runs Lotto Universe, and he's the one that brought her to my home studio the first time.
Wow.
And then over time, we just also built that chemistry, and we've been working for 3-4 years together. And so when my studio equipment got stolen, I think it was a blessing in disguise,
Yeah.
because I then was able to seek out a mixer from Dr. P, and he was able to assist me with continuing recording. But at that same time,
Yeah.
Size was going through his own equipment issues.
Yeah, I had an interface problem also.
Yeah. So you know how God works. We ended up Dr. P. He went to Dr. P asking for the mixer, and then Dr. P called me up to say, "Yo, you know Size?" And I was like, "Yo, Size, I've always known him." So he's like, "Yo, y'all must work together, push something together."
So in essence, Dr. P kind of even started this partnership.
This whole thing.
I mean, even speaking of Dr. P, like the next song,
And I'm not surprised
the
with the
next
kind of
song,
art that
like,
he has.
Yeah,
man.
like the next song we'd actually like to play is one of my favorite songs. I think one of my best mixes this year. It's a soundtrack to his Formation EP. It's titled Groundsman, featuring Dr. P, who's on the scratches. Shout out to P. But like, yeah, I even told X, like the song was done, the mix was done. I'm like, bro, no, we need Dr.
We
P
need
to
Dr.
scratch
P.
this song.
Yeah.
Because it was already just like the beat and him, and he was sounding so nice. I was like, bro, listen to me when I tell you, you need P on this. And P is just legendary also. Like, it's also, he's such a cultural person. I feel like he just complements what we were trying to do here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe back to Sphiwo. I just want to ask you, are you looking at any collaborations, or have you worked, besides obviously with Size and X, have you worked with other local talents in the digital content creation space?
I haven't, but then I'm still looking for it, as I'm trying to because I'm only last year I came here December, ne? It was
Yeah,
December,
just December,
It was
yeah.
December, and then even this year I just came a week ago, so I have to properly plan. But then the culture cross
Yeah.
needs to happen.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I mean they all musical. Aren't you tempted, or don't you just envy going back into the hip hop scene?
I don't want to lie. I am tempted. Really tempted.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this just yesterday.
Yeah, just yesterday,
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
thinking about going back to the studio, but we never know. We'll see.
Yeah. And I mean, how's Eswatini for you now? On a lighter note,
The weather.
you wouldn't be back this December.
The weather. I promise the weather.
But it's everywhere. I mean, even in South Africa, kunema floods in some parts.
I was calling my mom yesterday. It was sunny as hell.
I always tell him. I always tell him, good see. I feel like Mbabane weather is like Cape Town weather.
Exactly.
Like you have
You
have to love it. Yeah, you have to love it for that. Yeah.
But then the culture,
The culture, Are you getting any content?
To be honest, I haven't started because we were.
You're
still,
here for vacation.
Yeah, I was here just to plan, get things started.
Do creatives ever go on vacation, bro?
I think also the vacation is part of the work.
The creative process. Okay.
Yeah, it inspires the work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Dave, I think when it goes back, he'll
like
start
we spent
working.
Christmas together and we had
Yeah.
so much fun on Christmas.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know that's
can
something that's going to
imagine.
finish off
Too much
a
fun.
mixtape, because me and Extasy are dropping a project together next
Yeah.
year also.
About time.
It's going to be titled Ancestral Intelligence. So yeah, look out for that. It's going to be proper.
AI.
It's AI,
Yeah,
you
boy.
know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, but the real AI, the AI before
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah.
It is Heart for Art, a show that celebrates all forms of arts across all sectors. Whether you're a painter, whether you're a landscaper, whether you are just a handicraft man, whether you can be a fine artist, wherever you are that God has placed you with your natural God-given gift, we are looking for you. 2026 should be the year that you get in contact with us, because you never know who's listening. They could be your next client. Who knows, man? So let's make this show bigger and better in 2026. Now let's go back to formation.
Yes.
The creative process, like you said, it took you about 2 months.
Yeah, it was 2 months.
And what are you trying to put across with the music, with the EP?
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
I think just you're gonna hear so many voices, just Dave's voice, Ice Killer's voice, sometimes background, sometimes on the hook, sometimes, and I'm writing this, so there's no like, ghost written stuff. But
Put the
it's
ancestral intelligence.
okay. Singathi ukhona but akekho physical.
Artificial.
Okay.
Yes,
Artificial.
akekho physical. But when we're working, it's such a good vibe, because I remember when we were doing this song called Tough Man, and I'm there with Just, and I'm like, Just, I have this idea. Can you just say, wena kena ngiyakuthola stand, mina kena ngiyakuthola stand? And she's like, yeah, let's do it. And it's such like there's so much willingness in how great can this be.
I'm mad at you.
Why?
I'm mad at you. You shouldn't have told me that, because that is the only thing that I love to do when I'm in the studio. Just doing those silly
those little
things.
things, exactly.
Please call me, man. I want to work on it in 2026.
Yeah, that makes everything like that spice.
Exactly.
That spice on the
I love
food.
it so much.
Yeah.
So please invite me to one of the sessions.
I will.
You're always invited.
I will.
Yeah.
You know this already. She's just making us look bad now, but she knows.
Like,
I'm putting pressure on you guys.
yeah, so I think the creative process, I think that's what makes it different from all the others, where you're writing on your own and you're coming to a studio, someone is pressing record, you're putting it down, they mix and master, here you go, and that's it. This is more interactive. I come back and the song sounds so different because he's stripped away some things, he's changed rearrangement, he's made the hook that I thought was the first hook into the last hook, the
But
intro into
as
the
a creative
outro.
yourself, doesn't it
That's
annoy
part of-
you or frustrate you because you think I've done it?
Yeah, and I that's the first thought, but I think I've learned a lot about art itself, like as a modality or as a art form, or an industry, to learn that your ego needs to be out of the picture. Like it'll get in the way, it'll always like challenge, but the more you get it out the way, is the more you're willing to be open to the creative space, because you're dealing with other creatives.
But truly, Nje, to be honest, we butted heads a lot of times when we were working on this project. But I mean,
and knowing you,
conflict is not an absence of communication. You understand what I'm trying to say? We all want the best for this project, which is why sometimes we will bump heads. But as in listening, for me, I really worry most about he thinks because it's his work. I just have a problem when the PR team starts to come into the fold and starts telling us what to do in the studio as creatives. That's when I'm like, I'm not going to tolerate that.
He gets mad.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if
gets
he agrees and he's the artist, then PR must sell what we give them. Yes.
Which is, I think that's part of the business, the music business.
And they may advise. I do not say they cannot advise, but they must also advise timely when we are still in the production process.
Not after.
Not at the 11th
like
hour. Yeah, I understand. So those are the kind of things that we just then kind of butted heads a lot about with me and him. But this is my brother. Just because we had an argument today doesn't mean I won't call him later and say, hey, Mundin, you know, because that's just how we are. We are born. But it's part of the process, man. And Jengo Bangisho Groundsman featuring Dr. P, one of my favorites, and you're gonna hear how crisp it is, which is why.
Because maybe when we come back, we won't have time. What's your takeaway for 2026 in the art creative space? What would be your aspirations for Eswatini in terms of promoting and really pushing the arts more in the coming year?
Man,
that
like,
goes out to you
everyone.
guys
I'm
and
I'm gonna be quick. It's something me and him are always talking about. Like guys, we just need to. The moment we start focusing more on our similarities and less of differences, for the things that divide us, is when we become a better people. So can we just love each other, Bafetu, and just be good to each other? Let's be kind, and because the world is such a bad place, man, already. And so. Let's just focus on our similarities as opposed to our differences, and maybe we'll get better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I cop that? I like it. I like it for real, because it speaks to even the idea of formation and just letting go of what I think is the best, but allowing, just being open-minded to the world and being open-minded to so many other possibilities, and that takes for us to be grounded and to be nice to each other, to be open-minded to each other. Your opinion doesn't have to offend me. You know what I mean?
True, man, true.
I have it within me to not be offended by your opinion. Thus, vice versa. And let's share the table and hear each other out. And I think, we'll be best for that, because we can then form each other. Yaka each other.
Yeah. Same. I love how we just agree. You know, whatever they say.
I mean, but Sphiwo is the young homie, you know. So, like, I think we also have such a responsibility to model a good example for guys like Sphiwo that are coming in. He's in his early 20s. We have Titus here who just joined us as a videographer. Shout out to Titus.
Hi, Titus.
You understand? Yeah. So, man, we need to step right.
What you're saying is very, very profound and important, and I love how some artists and those in the creative space are tapping into it, just linking up the old with the new, with the future. There's a song that's really blowing me away right now, where Umagelo Danda.
Yes,
it's
with
sounding so good in a song that is 2026.
Young Zesh, right?
Yes, Sanchizi.
And Sanchizi in him, yeah.
So for me, I wish I could see more of that, whereby asisho ukuthi kwakadzeni bekungcono nina nisati ukuthi nendani. No,
it's a fusion.
Let us all come together and
man.
just create that culture of fusing it into something beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm loving also how you guys are working on just finding our own sound as Emaswati. That speaks volume.
Also, man, just real quick, like someone who's been really pushing a lot this year, I'm not even saying I'm a huge fan of his music. I don't really listen to his music like that a lot, but just someone that I know has been making a lot of noise this year, has, applied himself. I met him before Firefly and all that, but shout out to Ace Jules.
Oh yeah,
Ace Jules is working very hard, and we can all learn a lot from Ace Jules. I like Ace Jules.
And
I like,
sure
the person. I love Ace Jules. I think Ace Jules is amazing.
It's amazing.
I mean, as an artist, obviously, I might have a preference, so maybe I might not like everything he does as an artist. But I love what he does. I love his mentality. I love his energy. I think he's a great kid, and he should
with the right
stay
direction,
on it.
right support, mentorship.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's huge, man.
Shout out to the Loho.
We're going to be running out of time. I still want to hear some beautiful music. Groundsman featuring... Okay.
Okay. at this point we're debating. I want to play groundsman because I
Okay.
feel like it's
We can
pivotal.
play two.
We can play both of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we're gonna
can play
play
two, as long
groundsman,
as we
and
shut
then
up
there's
now.
the first single to formation, which is Fourth Official, featuring myself and Just David.
Okay.
So yeah,
Let's
first
get to
groundsman,
it.
and then yeah.
Danko.
Heart for Arta every Tuesday 4 to 5 o'clock right here on the Voice of the Nation, EBIS 2 FM.
You part of why I'm silky with this high tech. Divine path, line share opposition. Flying back, bombing forward like I'm pleased. Switching place, diagonal ways when they press in the pressure box. The pace on the ball when it hit the ground floor. Lacing the ball, Ronaldinho, Mount Rushmore. Gracing the lawn, made sprinklers international. Now center forward strike goals, make us champions. You plan to see the greener grass inside my field, I got a feeling. You got the folk and roll, cause every time you level with me, got me. You keep me well in line, I gotta play within my boundaries. Come rain or sunshine, you are not neglecting me. Groundsmen looking out for me in the loop. The down man they protect, they cannot be viewed. As out of bounds, man, you out of touch with the truth. So out of towns, man, always try to about the group. These bounty heads, man, they found a reason that we shoot. Either by the bosom or the voodoo march and bless the food. My groundsmen, the blessings that I wake up to. They had the game on the wall, that's a trophy room. You plan to see the greener grass inside my field, I got a feeling. You got the folk and roll, cause every time you level with me, got me. You keep me well in line, I gotta play within my boundaries. Come rain or sunshine, you are not neglecting me. My surface is a turf, you made it easy that I surf. Smooth operation, hers growing out the earth. No more fresh, and you was dreaming for the match. Groundsmen, give before the thousands, prep before the crowds. And every time we exit, I would turn to giving poundsmen. Full time, everyone is living for the groundsmen. First on the job, last man on the mission. Laying groundwork under lights for inspection. You plan to see the greener grass inside my field, I got a feeling. You got the folk and roll, cause every time you level with me, got me. You keep me well in line, I gotta play within my boundaries. Come rain or sunshine, you are not neglecting me. I got the moment trader, but being a team player. Before men, before the function of a big picture. Informed by the feeling for the truth and in nature. A force of a living folk forms in the midst of your foreclosures forthcoming. If you're falling for the port, the focal, the points. We was never fond of sharing sports. Be uniformed by the school of thoughts of the gods. The ill-informed wanna demonize what they not.
The heart, the beat that keeps me alive, the lush oasis of joy and poise. This is Heart for Art.
Play my body, play my body.
And go.
Wind and shine, tie your shoelace body. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Suit your bench, change your days. Wind and shine, tie your shoelace body. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Suit your bench, change your days.
Tonsils, every minute cutthroat, words don't solve it. Action figure, forever my ninja. Might be quiet now, but never dead silent. Ish, go on aina, cause we don't slip sideways. Gimonto sword, gimamelod, gisosha nguvu, ngimi nguwe, fundi ndiyafuya, kuningi ngiyafunda, futhi ndiyabuya, malums, buyas ngiyabuya, akusali muntu, sibusise nkosi, to clean the souls, phephisa more, the soft life touch grass, leave on light. Ray-Ban, gotta see divine. A shadow light speed force, speed this fight. We bonded by the force field with this child. Connected by the calling that we had as lighters.
Uthi yakho ushaya ibali utfukuthele washiya sibani safaka igoli ublame abani bona setha uthi uyakora ushaya ibali utfukuthele washiya spani safaka igoli ublame abani
Dunkin' my lighty, leza ma spicy, spina singa chasey, 7 go dicey, banana nicey, cooler box icy, them city girls feisty, the kicker might bite me. Back city general is hard not to like me. Mac on 10, cause I'm 10 for 10. If she ain't no 10, then she bench warming. Substitute Mr. Ref, no tando banestre, tick on no vef. Fully dead, indoti yakhuluma shot indoti soyimel enemina ngayifel black grace go fair arego chile but let's ga style salute my second let's choose more gin more life is the life of a king this is locker room talk pre-game butterflies all or nothing in the 18 area
wind and shiny tie your shoelace valley don't hate the player hate the game suki pencho shinji pace wind and shiny your shoelace valley. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Suit the bencho, shinji pace.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Just as the song says, men oh men, do not hate what we do on Heart for Art. It is just for you. And what a beautiful jam. I wasn't expecting that. X, you are full of surprises. But I must say, I am not surprised because this is what you are good at. This is your masterwork.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And it's all because of them both. Actually,
yeah.
I just had the beat, I had my verse, and then we got into the studio and we worked it.
It's got that vibe, you know. It's got that vibe.
We worked it.
When we're chilling, you know, we get into
end
that
of year.
show.
Yes.
We're out of time. How do people connect with you guys? And of course, let's talk about your EP. When did it drop? Is it dropping? What can people look forward to once again? X?
It dropped on 10th of December. It's on chelele.com. It's on sale and it's only exclusively available on chelele.com. And in order to get it, you need to buy it because there's no free game.
Yes. I love that.
The music is, it's not free, but the love we put in there is for free.
It's free. And how do people connect with you, Jobe?
Hey man, South Killa with a double LA everywhere. But like I always say, I'm an old guy, so just like
see me on the streets.
See me on the streets.
Exactly.
See me on digital platforms like where you cop the music. But otherwise, I'm not on Instagram, on TikTok. I don't do that. Yeah. I let the PR team handle that because they should stop telling us what to do in studio.
It's their job.
They should be opening
handling social media
pages.
things.
Yeah, I understand.
And Sphiwo, once again, please do remind them of your tag, your handles.
My personal tag is Effect, and then my working one, which is Instagram, the Underrated Official, and then TikTok Team Underrated, YouTube Underrated, and then
Wow. Thank you so much to my guest. This is how we wrap up the year in terms of Heart for Art. And thank you so much to everybody who's been giving us positive feedback throughout this year. I think that's one of the reasons why I have just ran with the show, because I truly see your contributions, your suggestions, and of course the commitment of everybody that comes through to the show. Here's to hoping that 2026 is going to be much brighter and greater for us as we celebrate all forms of art. As long as you have the heart for it, come through on the show. We are the voice of the nation, the channel that matters the most, EBIS 2FM. We're playing out with a size killer.
Featuring Extasy.
Here we go.